Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to record this lecture of exercise 3.3. Before going to start exercise 3.3, we are discussing some important terms used in exercise 3.3. First thing is conjugate of binomial surds. How can we find the conjugate of binomial surds? Binomial means an expression containing two terms. Binomial surds means an expression containing two surds. Here in this example, a root a is one surd and the c root b, this is another surd. This type of surd is known as binomial surd. In this surds, if we have to find the conjugate of this binomial surd. We just change the sign between these two terms. Here plus, when we have to find the conjugate of this surd, we just change this plus into minus. This means root a plus c root b. The conjugate of this surd is root a minus c root b. Another example, a plus root b. Here plus, we just change this plus into minus. Then the conjugate of a plus root b is a minus root b. This is the conjugate of this surd. The next thing is basic operations on surds of second order to rationalize the denominator and evaluate them. Now we have to evaluate, we have to solve, we have to simplify the surds. What is the basic operations of surds? Firstly, we will explain how to add or subtract the surds. For adding or subtracting a surd, we have just see the term which is present in the root, in square root. So this is the example, a root c plus b root c equals to. Here in these two terms, there is root c, which is surd. This surd is common in both terms. So we will take root c as a common, then the remaining term a plus root b. In this term, a root c minus b root c equals to a minus b root c. A minus b root c is common, then the remaining term here a and the remaining term minus b. The same procedure we will follow in these examples. Here first we have the question, root 343 minus 3 root 7 minus 2 root 7. In these two terms, the terms are already in simplified form, but the root 343 is not in simplified form. When we will do prime factorize 343, 343, the terms formed is 7 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. 7 are 49, 49 multiplied by 7, which is 343. So when we combine these two terms, it becomes 7 square. 7 square and the root become cancel each other, and the remaining 7 will remain, and the root 7 same as it is. And these two terms are already simplified form, so they come as it is. In these three terms, there is root 3, root 3, root 3. Root 3 is common in these terms. So root 7 is common in all terms. So taking common root 7 on these all terms. So root 7 is common. Then the remaining term is 7 minus 3 minus 2. 7 minus 3 minus 2, 7 minus 5, root 3, and 7 minus 5, which is 2 root 7. This is the rationalized simplification of surds. The next example is root 32 plus 5 root 2 plus 128 plus 7 root 2. In this expression, 5 root 2 and 7 root 2 is already in simplified form, but root 32 and root 128 are not in simplified form. First we will rationalize. First we will find the prime factorization of root 32 and root 128. Root 32 means 16 multiplied by 2 plus root plus 5 root 2 is already simplified form, so it's come as it is. And 128 means 64 multiplied by 22 plus 7 root 2. Here 16 is the square, 4 square equals to 16, so 4 square multiplied by 2, and here 64 is the square root of 8, so in place of 64 we will replace 8 square multiplied by 2. After that, 4 square and this square root will cancel each other, and 2 come under the root, and this is in simplified form of root 32, and 5 root 2 is same as it is. uh, Square and root cancel each other, then the 8 is in simplified form, and root 2 become here 7 plus root 2. So in this all terms the 2 is common, so by taking 2 common on in all these terms, here the 4 remain, here 5, here 8, and here 7. When we add these all terms, 24 root 2 is the required solution, answer of the given expression. Now the next topic we are going to discuss, that is multiplication and division of surds. How to multiply and divide surds. Previously we have discussed addition and subtraction of surds. Now we are going to start multiplication and division of surds. Multiplication of surds. In multiplication of surds, we just multiply the terms which are come under the root. Here root a multiplied by root b, we just multiply a and b, and single time root will be there. Divide root a, this is in numerator and this is denominator. This is also surd, this is also surd. When we divide this term, here only one under root will come, and a divided by 2. Now we are solving some examples. Here in first example, here is root 125 multiplied by root 48. These two terms are not in simplified form. First simplify these two terms. 125 means 5 cube. 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. So we combine 5, we combine 5 square multiplied by 3, 5 square multiplied by 5, and 48 means 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3. 4 4 are 16, 16 3 are 48. So we will combine, break this 48 into 4 square multiplied by 3, and 125 into 5 square multiplied by 5. Here square and square root cancel each other, and 5 root 5 square and square root cancel each other. 4 multiplied by root 3. In these two terms, here 5 and 4 are like terms, and 5 and 3 are like terms. Yeah, means this come under the root, means these two are root 5 and root 3 are surds. In surd, and 4 and 5 are constant numbers, so constant number will multiply each other. 5 fours are 5 multiplied by 4, and root 5 multiplied by root 3. 5 fours are 20, 5 threes are 15, which come under the root 15. This is the simplified form of this question. Now the another example is simplify 162 divided by 144. Now we have to simplify 162 and 144. These two are surds, but these two are in division form. So 162, the prime factorize, when you prime factorize 162, it become 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplied by 81, and 144, 12 multiplied by 12. So 81 means 9 nines are 9 multiplied by 9, so we convert this 81 into 9 square and divide by 12 square. Square and square root cancel each other, then root 2 root 2 into 9 divided by square and square root cancel each other, then root 12. So 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12. So 3 root 2 divided by 4 is the required solution of this question. Now we are going to start the exercise. Now we are going to start exercise. I hope these examples are clear for all of you. In exercise, we have some different, we have questions. So we will first find, in question number 2, we have to find the conjugate. And in question number 3, we have to just simplify the surds. In question number 3, we have different surds. Some are in multiplication form, some are in division form, addition. These all are in mixed form. So we will simplify one by one. I will solve the difficult question which I, in question number 2, find the conjugate of 8 minus 4 root 3. In question number 2, we have to find the conjugate. Conjugate means we have to just change the sign between the surds. Here there is minus, so in conjugate we have to change the sign. If there is minus, so we change the minus into plus. Hence the conjugate of 8 minus 4 root 3 is 8 plus 4 root 3. Another example is 8 root 12 plus root 8. Here the sign is plus, so for finding the conjugate, we just change this plus sign, and the conjugate of this equation is a root 12 minus root 8. Now in question number 3, we have to simplify the surds. Here in this question, we have just addition of surd. So now we will start how to simplify these surds. Here we have question 6 root 2 plus 4 root 2 plus 7 root 128. Here 6 root 2 is already in simplified form, 4 root 2 is already in simplified form, plus 7 root 128 is not in simplified form. So first we have to find we have to find the prime factorization of 128. Here 128, the prime factorization of 128 is 264 128, 2 multiplied by 32 64, 2 multiplied by 16 32, 2 multiplied by 8 16, 2 4 8, 2 2 4, 4 or 2 1 2. This means 2 square multiplied by 2 square multiplied by 2 square multiplied by 2 is the partial factorization of 128, prime factorization of 128. So here this square root is present on these all terms, so we will separate this square root with all terms singly. Here root 2 square multiplied by 2 root square root 2 multiplied by 2 square root. So square and root cancel, square and root cancel, square and root cancel, and the remaining root 2 will remain as it is, because this is in single form, not in square form. So now we multiply these two terms come as it is, and 7 also. Now root square and square root cancel each other. The remaining term is only 2. Here only 2. Here also only 2 remaining. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 this root 2. Now we multiply 7 multiply 8, which is 56. Now here root 2 is common in these all terms, so by taking root 2 common, the remaining here 6 is remaining, here 4 is remaining, and here 56 is remaining. When we add these all numbers, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 56, which is equals to 66. This is the required solution of the given expression. The another question we have, bit number 3. Here 13 plus 15 root 3 plus 7 minus 6 root 3. just plus just we have to simplify this question. First we will separate the like terms, means the constant 13 and 7 is constant here, and 15 root 3 minus 6 root 3 contains surd. So 13 plus 7, which is equals to 20, and in these two terms 15 root 3 minus 6 root 3, root 3 is common, so by taking root 3, the remaining term here 15 is remaining minus 6, 20 plus 6, 15 minus 6, which is 9, 9 to remain 9, root 3 is the required solution of this question. Now the next question is bit number 5. In bit number 5, we have three terms, three, and all these three terms are not in simplified form. So first we will simplify these all terms and then combine each other. Here 245, 245, we have to, for simplification, we have to prime factorize these all terms. 245, the prime factorization of 245 is 549, 245 77 49 717. This means the prime factorization of 245 is 5 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7 and 625, and the prime factorization of 625 is 5 125, 5 multiplied by 125, 625, 5 25s are 125, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5, means 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 minus the prime factorization of 45 is 45, 5 9s are 45, 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, means 5 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 is prime factorization of 49. Now we will simplify, we will combine we will make the squares of the terms which come twice. Here 7 multiplied by 7 means 7 square. We will separate root, and 7 square root 5 is separate. 5 combine 5 square, and the root will come in the 5 multiplied by 5, 5 square, and the root 5 as it is, 3 multiplied by 3 square, and root of 3 square. Now we will cancel the square and root. This square and root cancel each other. This square and root cancel each other. This square and root is cancel each other. This square and root is cancel each other. Then the remaining term is 7 root 5 plus 5 multiplied by 5 square, and root here cancel also, and this in this term also cancel. This means 5 multiplied by 5, which is 25, and minus 3 square and root cancel. The remaining term is only 3, and this root 5. Now we will further simplify root 5. Root 5 is common in these two terms, so by taking root 5 in common, the remaining term here is root 3, and the remaining term here is root minus 3. 7 minus 3, which is 4. 4 root 5 plus 25 come each come as that is. I hope this question is also clear for all of you. The next question is root 17 into 10 root 17 minus 2 root 17. Now here 17 root 17 is already take in common. Now here in these two terms, there here is also 7 root 17, and 7 root 17 is also here. So takes 7 root 17 common from these two terms. The remaining term remaining is 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2, which is 8, and here root 17 and here root 17. These root 17 multiply each other, then it becomes 17 square root and square root cancel. The remaining term is only 17. 17 multiplied by 8, which is equals to 136. This is the required solution, and this is a simplified form of this question. Now the next question is root 2 in division form. This is in division form and also in multiplication form. Root 2 divided by root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 into root 2 divided by root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3. Here these two terms are same, but there is plus and here is minus. This means this is the simply open form of the formula a plus b and a minus b. This is a and this is b. A, this is b and this is b, but the sign is different. This means this is the simplification open form of the formula. So we will close this formula by using this question by using this formula. Now a plus b, a minus b, which is combined become a square minus b square. A means root 2 divided by root 3 minus b means 1 divided by root 3. Now this square is on numerator and denominator also, so we separate this square into numerator and denominator. 2 square root 2 divided by 2 root 3 square root 1 square divided by root 3 square. So square and root cancel here, square and root cancel here, square and root cancel here. The remaining term is 2. Denominator, in denominator there is only 3. Minus 1 divided by square and root cancel each other. The remaining term is only 3. Now for solving this fraction, we have to take LCM. LCM is 3. So the numerator will come as it is same. So 2 minus 1, which is equals to 1 divided by 3. This is the simplification of this required question. Now the last question which I will solve, that is 2 root 3 plus 3 root 2 whole square. There is a whole square means this is in formula form. A plus b whole square, this is that whole square formula form. So a plus b whole square equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So by using this formula, we will expand this question. Here in place of a, there is term 2 root 3, and in place of b, there is term 3 root 2. So the formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now by when we open this for this question by using this formula, it become a square. A square means 2 root 3 square plus 2ab. 2 is formula, and a, this is the term 2 root 3 is in place of a, so 2 root 3, and in place of b we have term 3 root 2 plus 3 root b square 3 root 2 whole square. Now we will simplify. This square is on 2 and 3 also, so 2 square plus 3 square and square root cancel each other, and we will combine, we will multiply this. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, and in square root we have 3 and 2. In under the third we have 3 and 2, so 3 multiplied by 2, which is equals to 6, and here 2 is on 3 and 2 both, so we will separate this square 3 square into 2 square. Square and square root cancel each other. Now 2 square, which is equals to 2 are 4, 4 3 are 12, and 12 into 3 2 are 6, 3 square 3 3 are 9, 9 2 are 18. Now we will add and the like terms 12 plus 18, which is equals to 30, plus 12 root 6. This is the required simplification of the required question. This is the end of our lecture and also end of our exercise 3.3. I hope this all exercise is clear for all of you. If you have any type of confusion, any queries related to this exercise, inshallah we will discuss in next class. It's enough for today. So thank you so much for listening. Allah Hafiz.